Good morning and welcome to today's intention to start our day off with. If you could find a place for 20 minutes or so where you get, half an hour actually, it's the morning. If you could lie down or sit down with your eyes closed and not be disturbed, that would be good. We're going to intend reality of our choosing and then anchor it into the present moment at the end of the intention. So go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. Bring the breath of life in. And then when you exhale, just let everything go. All your cares and worries floating up and away from you. Just sitting in peace. And take another breath. Filling the abdomen and the back of the lungs. And when this time you exhale, I want you to feel like you're sinking into the earth, into the safe arms of Pachamama, always supporting us. In the next breath, I'd like you to focus on inhaling light directly into your heart and then exhaling light directly from your heart. Good. And now let's go to our bodies. Give them some attention and make sure we're good and relaxed for this inwards journey. Would you bring your attention down to your feet right now? Ask them to relax. Release it all at this point. If you can feel your energy, experience it moving out through your feet into the earth, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then doubling back to join back through your feet. Making a loop for yourself, allowing the earth to help cleanse and replenish your energy. And feeling very grounded. And then we put our attention on our ankles and our shins and our calves and our knees. And we feel everything relax at this time. Upper legs, buttocks, pelvic area, hips, everything just softens. Our inner organs, rib cage, chest, breast, full back and spine. Feel everything loosen. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Your arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple and bearing no weight. And then we focus on the skin of our scalp. And notice if there's any tension hiding up there. If so, just allow it to release, to loosen. Your ears may be able to wiggle a little easier. And then we move to the jaw. I want you to allow your jaw to unhinge. Feel it open up to receive the breath of life. And then focus on your eyelids and see if you can't get them to soften a few extra degrees. And now let's go inwards and ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. And then we're going to speak to our mind. We're going to thank our mind for all the hard work it does for us all the time. And we're going to invite it to have a seat on the couch right now and chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. I would ask it to stick around for being part of our council, but it's okay to just take a back seat and relax for now. And then we're going to deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts, but that's okay. We're going to stand in a very gentle river right now. On a hot summer's day with our feet in the sandbank, feeling the cool wetness of the water against our ankles, feeling the flow. And I want you to see your thoughts as droplets of water that shake out of your head, almost like a dog shaking its wet coat. We have so many thoughts, you can just shake them off. See the individual thoughts drop by gravity to the water as droplets of water, joining the flow and being carried downstream. I want you to notice your thoughts, but don't get engaged with them. Don't go down the river with them. Stay where you are anchored and just observe and witness them. And if you are anchored and watching your thoughts go down the river, therefore you are not your thoughts. You are something much more deeply profound. We're going to explore that a little bit. Now, if you should get carried away by a thought, which does happen, that's okay. Just as soon as you realize it, gently bring yourself back to the present moment, what we're doing. You can use my voice as a guide, or you can use your breath and just gently bring yourself back. Now let's take the journey from our head space to the chest cavity in front of the heart. We're going to use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. So I want you to viscerally experience this journey. I want you to feel the warm grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Feel the buoyancy as you glide down the steps. I want you to hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. Now notice what might be in front of your heart when you arrive. Is there maybe a gate with a lock on it or a wall that's been built? And that's natural and normal. We all do this to protect ourselves. What we're going to realize right now is that we have an all-access, backstage, VIP pass to our heart because it is our own heart at all times. So go ahead and see that lock disintegrate, the gate creak open. Maybe a bridge appears over the moat that's been built. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open and brilliant beams of yellow golden light spill out everywhere. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space, completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine in your heart. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what we really are. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. And so we're going to have a little bit of a shift in our perception right now and experience our energy body or our light body. As you are in your heart and you're looking down at your hands, I want you to see that all the cells in your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. You're floating there, suspended, kind of like in a light cloud. It's very blissful. And you have a very unique shade of color and texture. I want you to experience what that is right now. What color are you? And then you look up and see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you. And it's so pure, it draws you towards it. This is the flow of the cosmos, or the consciousness of one. The high frequency energy, resonance, light that we all belong to, light, love. I want you to allow yourself to float up and merge with this flow. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. We exist simultaneously as individuals and as part of the one collective. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this, and you don't have to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. At the end of the day, what this really is just total connection. I call this place the nexus. There are many names for it in many cultures and schools of thought. I just call it the nexus. It doesn't really matter what you call it. But one of the things you might experience when you join in is a sense of coming home. I find that a lot. And eventually, on all levels, you will experience that you are everything and everyone else in this universe. And they are also contained in you. We are all one being, one consciousness. The same pie, slightly different flavors we're bringing to the same pie. And this nexus is an amazing place of power. You have at your fingertips all the knowledge and wisdom of the universe, the collective. This is where our intuition stems from, our higher selves. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracles, and an incredible ability to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of here today. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing, and then we're going to anchor it at the end of the intention in the present moment. Because we can. We are that powerful. So let's go ahead and envision for ourselves the life that we've always dreamed of. We thought was out of reach. It's not. Now I'm going to go along and guide in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I want you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. So let's go ahead and start by addressing health. We all want good health. So right now, envision yourself totally whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body full of clarity, and your energetic body filled and complete. And we can trust our bodies. They're the amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guarding us against anything we need shielding from. And we take care of our bodies in this reality. Anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to look after our bodies, that is amply available to us. So I want you to experience this vitality right now. Be in your shoes. This is done. It's already happened. So say we all. Experience this vitality. What does it feel like? I feel very light, like a weight's been lifted, and effervescent bubbles of joy like champagne are just coursing through all of my being, my DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, bringing everything back into a natural state of healthy balance. I feel exhilarated. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I want you to extend that to your family and friends. Feel the satisfaction of seeing the wonderment and freedom and relief on their faces. And then extend it out to your community. And then out to the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive. It is within our power to do this. Now let's talk about abundance. There's plenty on this earth for us all, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode where we belong. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth if they need it. And there's a little left over for our comforts, so we can travel around once in a while. Most importantly, that there's the resources to help us follow our dreams and our passions in life Each of us were seated with a beautiful, unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. And when we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. And not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, each of us have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so we are fulfilled on many levels when we're following our path. I want you to experience this now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And that's okay if you don't know your purpose or you don't know exactly what your dreams are at the moment. That's okay. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow those to beckon into your conscious awareness, that information. So we want to connect with feelings of wholeness, completeness. Perhaps the feeling you got seeing your child born. Perhaps it's that overall good feeling when you're selflessly helping another. Go back to a memory when you were totally enamored with or fascinated by something you were doing, so much so that you lost completely track of time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And envision yourself going to bed at the end of the night after a day being on your path, feeling so fulfilled from that. Sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning, excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. And now let's look at the consequences. We just did this for all of humanity. So what are the consequences of that? What does it look like? I see all the amazing imaginations and intellects pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we're living on a planet that's pollution-free. We're living in harmony and balance with our ecosystems, supporting Mother Earth the way she supports us. How amazing is that? And then look at us, exploring our limitless potential as a race, expanding our consciousness, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, moving forward, progressing into the future in a most balanced and sustainable way. Very secure. And let's see us together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home in this life. And that's through the meadow and over the bumps. But for now, let's envision celebrating the joy of life together. In music, in song, in dancing, in playing, in laughing. I feel the joy expanding my chest. I feel very light and connected, all the connections between us opening up, love being received and transmitted, all relationships healing. Let's intend one last thing in our reality today. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. Everybody's feeling connected. Something magical happens when we remember who and what we are. This shared high frequency resonance energy, this light, this love, all of a sudden, the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, judgment, harming others, this falls away, and we all seem to adopt the same foundation principles of honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. We're all on the same page. Even the systems that govern us are designed and placed to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us to flow on our journeys. What does this feel like? I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing strangers as I walk by and seeing smiles on their faces, lights behind their eyes, and an energy to exist in of just this fulfillment, purpose of beautiful energy flow. I feel collectively that all the fear and worry and tension lifts up off of our shoulders and transforms in the atmosphere into the higher vibrational frequencies. And all of a sudden, trust is blossoming again in my heart. I'm overflowing with compassion. And I'm feeling all the connections opening up, cleansing, clearing. Communications flowing. The atmosphere to exist in is so easy. It's easy just to be. It's the way it is natural for us. We find our way back there. Experience it again. Now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality that you've just intended, I want you to stop in your shoes and just look at the beauty all around you. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, drink it in. Drink it in. Feel this energy of light, love, this high vibrational energy that we exist in, and receive it. We are so worthy of this amazing reality that you've just created. It's more in tune with what we are and who we are. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath in this beautiful life. Thank you for this amazing vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all the beauty. Thank you for my emotions guiding me. And thank you for my connections, the connections to each other, to the earth, to my heart, back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with this light and energy and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we're going to take this beautiful intention of reality that we've created and build it as an energy ball in our centers, in our heart space, solar plexus, the Dantian area. Build it up, make it crackle with life and energy, and soak it with those amazing elevated emotions you just felt, the fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in, keep building it up, and when we exhale, we're going to release and share that energy with the world. Here we go. Exhale out completely, give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life, replenish yourself with light and love and energy. Good job. Now wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper. When you're ready, open your eyes. Also come back into the room. And how are you feeling? Anytime you want to recreate the state of being in your day, you can do so with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we're doing this practice. Eventually, we won't even have to try. We just get so good at it that it's what we do all the time. We become natural emitters of this high resonance frequency energy that's more in tune with who we are, creating the reality of our choosing around us. We are that powerful, and so much more powerful when we do this together. Exponentially so, by magnitudes, much greater than the sum of our parts. So thank you for joining me in these intentions. And if it's live or recorded, it all works. It's all good. So go forward into your day. Remember to stop every once in a while and take a very conscious breath and see what that does for you. And we'll see you again tonight for the next intention.